many of you write to me on a daily basis asking me whether you should quit your job, start a new business, or invest more money into your business, and many more other questions. Well, guys, welcome to what we call life. Life is full of challenges and obstacles, and throughout life you will have to make many decisions and choices that will impact not only yourself but also people around you. However, we are so lucky and privileged to live in this era because we have what we call choice. Just think of your parents or your grandparents. How much choice do you think they had available for them? Women have always been confined to their role as wives, mothers, and caregivers, and men pretty much didn't have much choice either. Like they had to go out there, get the money to feed their families. So today we're talking about personal fulfillment, personal growth, personal development. This is huge. This is beyond just surviving. So we must acknowledge the fact that we have this very many opportunities that are available to us, and we should really appreciate them. With that said, this should not paralyze you from making decisions and making the right choices for you to grow as a human being and live a life free from regrets. This does not mean you will not make any mistakes in your life or that you will not fail ever. That's not true. But the point is, you will live a life that is rich. Rich not just money-wise, but rich also in terms of your relationship with other people, rich emotionally, rich in experience, and at the end of the day, with your failures, with your mistakes, you would still be happy. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a few tips that will help you make better decisions and decisions that are actually aligned with who you are. Alright, so the first tip is to get to know yourself. We spend so many hours learning about history, geography, geology, biology, mathematics, English, French, whatever, but so very little time learning about ourselves. So how do you get to know yourself? You get to know yourself by experiencing and trying new things. In other words, getting out of your comfort zone. So what would that mean in reality? If you're in your early 20s, that would be trying different internships in different companies and in different industries. If you already have a job, that would mean stretching out and trying another job probably, or another company, or other tasks and missions. And in general, it could be learning a new musical instrument or doing something that you don't usually do. Like if you run every day, perhaps you want to try biking or spinning or any other physical activity. The point is, it's by trying, doing and experiencing that you get to know yourself better. You get to know what is right for you and what is wrong for you. And the more you get to know yourself, the better and the easier decision making becomes. So my second tip was going to be follow your heart and intuition. And then I told myself, because that's me, I actually always follow my heart and intuition, and my intuition seems to be doing pretty good job. However, I thought that not everyone has actually a sharp intuition. So my second tip is to find the balance between heart and mind. You don't want to be so ruled by your heart that all the logic goes out of the window, and you don't want to be ruled only by facts, because this gut feeling thing is really, really powerful. So you can always do like this list of pros and cons and weigh it out and see what is the right decision for you logically. But at the end of the day, and from my own experience, I find myself a lot of times just following what my intuition is telling me. And to be honest, this is like between brackets, I actually never had any regrets when I followed my heart. With that said, I still recommend you to find this balance just not to be completely blind by one thing or the other. My next tip is to stop overthinking. If you think too much about a problem, it's very easy that you actually overcomplicate it and even end up not finding a solution for it. So you end up more confused than when you started thinking about it. You need to understand the difference between over-analysis and useful analysis. For example, you can have like the same thought over and over, but it's not leading you to having any actionable plan or actionable action. For example, I can tell myself, this is impossible. I cannot handle cooking and cleaning all day. This is taking me too much time. This is taking me so much energy. All right, I can have the same thoughts over and over again. But if I'm not bringing a solution to my problem, to my thinking, then it's really unnecessary. So a useful analysis of this situation would be, okay, well, I need some external help. Maybe I can bring in a person like twice a week or 3 times a week to help me with the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry. So here, the thinking and the analysis are useful. A good tip to overcome overthinking that I find very useful is to really dump all your ideas and thoughts on paper. It's like therapy, like you free your mind from all this clutter, especially for people who don't do meditation. I'm one of them, but paper helps me so much because I sort of free my brain and my mind from all this clutter that's going on in my brain, and I just dump it on paper. I sort of like get rid of it. And it's a great way to structure your thinking and be a little bit clearer about the decisions that you need to make. My 4th tip is to trust that everything will be fine at the end, and you need also to believe in yourself. This is where the power of self-belief comes in. You need to believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, and believe that everything's gonna turn out just fine. Like Muhammad Ali said, if my mind can conceive it, my heart can believe it, and I can achieve it. It's also important to banish all the fears that come with that decision making, but I know it's easier said than done. One thing that actually helps me make decisions faster is to think that, fear is part of the process. If I'm having some fears toward the decision that I'm making, I'm actually making progress, and that helps me actually just jump in. Yeah, because fear is completely normal. And another thing that I tell myself is that failure is a prerequisite for success. Like, I need to fail before I can actually succeed. If I don't fail, that's great. But if I fail, I'm already sort of prepared for it. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for my tips today. I hope you will find them useful. I know it's a lot of talk, but to be honest, these are also based on my experience of life, and I have made quite a lot of decisions in my life, and I feel like every single time, whether it turned out fine or not, I feel it was the right decision to make at that point in time. Let me know down below, what decision do you need to make that is scaring you at the moment? I'd love to know, and I'd love to have this conversation with you. Also, if you're watching this video till the end, thank you so much for your support, and thank you for being part of this incredible community. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you very soon on social media. Bye for now.